All right, welcome to Soul Tales episode 3. Run it back. And we are here. See who we got in the house tonight. Oh, we got a house full of people. And some ladies. Welcome, everybody. Everybody off mute. There we go. We got Be Easy, we got CB, we got E Rich, we got E from OT Show, we got Vita, and we got Erica. Everybody, welcome to the show.
Yo.
All right, so let's go around. Be Easy, how are you, brother?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Happy to be here.
Right. We're gonna get more frequent with these things like we've been doing.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, Kobe.
Oh yeah, definitely. CB.
I'm good, bro. It's Friday. Couldn't think of a better group of people to be hanging out with on a Friday night, you know?
Yep, absolutely. Vita, welcome.
Thank you for the invite back, man. I'm great.
Always. I mean, you get one. You got sneakers, and then when you did the other show, I mean, you flow in front of the camera, so might as well
appreciate it.
Plus, we needed some ladies, so there we go. E Rich, what's good, bro?
Just reporting live from Cali. Just another sunny day out in. Never mind. You already know the rest of that one.
Here we go.
It's Friday. It's good to be here, man. Let's get the show going.
Erica, welcome to the show. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. I resent that Cali thing because it's about to snow here. So yeah, whatever. But thank you for having me.
You'll learn by the end of the show. E, the other E, what's good, bro?
Not much, man. Glad to be here, man. Hey, last time I seen Vita, she had a nigga in the chokehold at MGM, son. She's
Oh my god! Hey, I'm here. We made it out. He's good now, by the way.
Vita's like, I set him straight.
All right, so tonight we got a couple things we're gonna be talking about. So again, tonight's episode is Run It Back. And let's get to the first topic because we got a couple things to talk about. So early this week, or maybe late last week, Kanye sent out like a kind of a cryptic Instagram picture of Jumpman, and part of it was kind of, I think, Yeezy inspired as well. Then it just sent the like internet on buzz. Plus, we knew he was hanging out with Marcus Jordan at some point, right? And he had did the thing with DJ Khaled in the studio, and Khaled had gifted him a pair of threes. So we know Yeezy is committed to Adidas at this point, right? And then he had made the comment, Yeezy jumped over the Jumpman. So we never thought like this could happen, right? But it sent the internet ablaze, and this kind of made its way around the sneaker realm. So that is the Nike Yeezy inspired with the Jordan 6 bottoms. Not a bad looking shoe, right? Almost looks like the Batman shoe Michael Keaton wore in the first one. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but check that out. So we're gonna get right into it. Be Easy, we're gonna start with you, and then we'll go around everybody. What are your thoughts about this? Can this collab work after Yeezy made the comments about him having the number one shoe over Jumpman? And can this work? Well, will it work? And is this true?
I wish it would work. I think Yeezy like this just to push the button to let people know I can get the internet hype, but I don't see it happening. I wish it would because I'd be happy to get them. I just don't see it happening because of Adidas and Nike. It's just too much right now. So.
CB?
I mean, B brings up a really good point because you would think two massive brands like that would not be about the cross-pollination and everything, but Kanye has been very upfront, at least the last few years, because he made that comment, Kaleo, what you were talking about a few years ago, but the last probably 2-3 years, he's been kind of loud about he can just kind of do what he wants. He can wear what he wants. You see him going out in public with like masks on so it's like if he's photographed, we know it's him, but since it's not like actually his face out there, like he can kind of get away with wearing other stuff that aren't just 3 stripes. So I think that this is something that if anyone can pull it off, it'll be Ye. But I mean, it still feels more like a pipe dream than anything else right now.
Okay. Vita?
I think that the world would be a better place if everyone loves themselves the way that Kanye loves Ye. Can it work in a collabo? I doubt it. Like I said, two big major brands. Fire shoe, I would rock it. It might be about time for Kanye to take those boots off, so he should rock it.
Yeah, we were gonna get to that.
my bad.
Which aren't which aren't Adidas anyway. I mean,
so would it? I would get them, but is it gonna be a real collab? I doubt it. It'll be hot. It'll be sold out before most of us could probably get it.
Okay.
Hey, but don't call you like your special cousin. Like they wear snow boots in the the way they wear snow boots in the summertime with shorts. Like he like a special cousin right now. So.
Right. And then release a winter coat in the summertime that sells out.
I'll tell you, you better love yourself the way that Kanye loves Ye.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Other E.
He's like the Black Napoleon Dynamite, really, if you think about it, right? The boots just hit it for me. Like I'm thinking about this fool in class doing a little, this little shit right here, and that's his next, right? His next album is gonna have that on there. But no, realistically, this should have never happened. I'll take it to that spot. Jordan's too damn competitive, and don't think he didn't hear that line about Yeezy jumped over the Jumpman, and just because my son bringing it to me, he don't have that same mentality I do. I remember what you said, and I'm gonna still whoop your ass on all these shoes that I'm dropping. That you can drop a few of them, and people rocking them, but there's still more Jumpmans out there than Yeezys.
Wouldn't the payday solve that all though? Solve
Nope.
that?
Nope. Because if that's the case, Jordan would have played until his feet would have fell off. You know what I'm saying? If it was about money, but he had already solidified himself and said, I remember everything that anybody I was competitive over thought they had over me. So if nothing else, think about this. He still won up over. I mean, he still got everything over Yeezy, like over Ye, whether it's the shoe sales or whatever else. Like Ye's company ain't gonna be as big as Jordan's. It should still be there over time. Like,
okay. I mean, I got a rebuttal for that. Erica, what do you think about this?
I don't know if it'll happen, but I will say that it's on brand right now for two companies to collab, like the Balenciaga, Gucci, even his ex Kim, and Herb Skims and Fendi. So it's on brand, and I agree with CB. If anybody can make it happen, it would be him.
Right.
But I don't know though. I don't know if Jordan is going to push the button on that. I probably wouldn't buy him because he annoys me. But if anybody can make it happen, it would be him.
So okay, so a lot of that whole thing about Ye, the people, he definitely annoys a lot of people, and he should stay off social media. But does that negate the fashion now? Like some of those Yeezys are they're mad comfortable. I've got a pair of Yeezys that are probably the most comfortable shoe I've ever had in my entire life. Does that negate some of your feelings?
Comfortable. I'll give him his credit. Like I think that a lot of stuff he puts out is dope, and it, obviously it sells. Every time I think about pushing the button on a pair, I'm just like, God, you annoy me so bad. So I haven't done it yet.
Okay.
But some of the sneakers I do. I mean, I like them, but I just haven't pulled the trigger on a pair just yet.
Okay.
We'll see though.
E.
Yeah, man, I finally broke down and got some Yeezys last year, bro. It took me, for the life of God, I was not going to do it. And then everybody kept telling me, you got to get it. Like, yo, I finally broke down and got it, man. So
which
now
ones?
I'm two pair in on the 350 joints. Yeah, I'm two pair in now, man.
The 350s are ridiculous.
I feel like I was partially responsible for that shit, so my bad, bro.
yeah, no, y'all in there, man. Yeah. The same Yeezy people are like the iPhone people too, son. It's the same shit, bro.
It is.
There is a lot of crossover there for real.
Yeah.
And so I think that. So I don't know where Nike and Yeezy stand. That probably has a lot to do with it too, because of this Yeezy right here, that shoe. You would think it would have to be something similar to this, right? It would have to be a Nike model.
Yeah.
Because there's no, I don't know who would. I don't know if Nike would, if Phil Knight would bend enough to let Yeezy have an Adidas silhouette, for it to be majority.
No.
Because I mean, we know Jordan is the brand, right? He is so you would have to go with that. That'd be interesting. Like you said, it's a year of collabs. I mean, you got the Jordan Dior's, right?
Right.
Nope. Go ahead. What you gonna say?
Now I'm saying I think it can happen though. Hey, look. Hey, if 50 Cent in the game can get back together and be cool again, Fat Joe can be cool with 50 Cent.
Right.
I mean, hey, look. Hey, Showtime and HBO did a boxing match. I mean, it can happen, bro.
Right. And
Can't
keeping
count
up
it
the
out.
Kardashians and SNL doing crossover episodes too.
Hey.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I think it could work. But right now the brand of Jordan that we see now with the collabs, we all know that's coming from Marcus, right? Marcus is the one that's spearheading all these collabs. You got the different trophy, you got the trophy rooms, stuff that we never used to see coming out of the Jumpman lineup is happening. Like I said, the Dior is the big thing. You never thought about Jordan Dior ever, and that happened, right? So I'm not gonna say never, but be interesting to see on whose terms these if it happens, it gets released on.
Well, in my opinion, I think something similar could happen. Marcus always designed a shoe and said he had inspiration by Yeezy, and that would hop over the loops. But dealing with Marcus, we never gonna see it because we're gonna be backdoored. He gonna go there. And he gonna go there. We're gonna see the image.
Exactly.
And
That's
some
it.
YouTubers.
Right. He
But that's
giving out
about it.
friends and family packages all over.
And that's
Exactly.
it,
Right.
bro.
All
It
right.
could be inspired by Yeezy, or I got, we got together and made something, but I don't think Adidas and Nike would just go for it.
Jordan is not a man that you can, talk smack to and get away with it. I don't see it happening.
Jordan still hold grudges from high school, bro.
Yes.
Like
insert
It
that
will-
I
it will
took
never
it
happen.
personally mean. You know what I mean? That
Exactly.
clip of just and I took that shit personally. That's exactly what I heard as soon as E-Rich said his spiel. I was like, yeah, that's it. That's it.
But he hanging with Marcus though, so we don't know.
All right.
He's
we'll
unforgivable.
See. We'll see. All right. Keeping on the subject of Jordan, recently we had the Red Thunder 4s release, right? Bad Batches. I don't know if you guys have seen a lot of the internet reviews. A lot of big time reviewers got Bad Batches. I mean, from the netting on the side being cut, not in the right place, glue being all over the shoe. And we know typically, I mean, a lot of the ladies always complain that when it comes to the GS sizes and kid sizes, they don't get the same quality that the men's shoe does. And that's always been, I've seen the proof in itself. I mean, if you blacklight a GS shoe, it's nowhere near the quality if you blacklight a bigger size of the shoe, right? But I was shocked that all these shoes that went out, because I think what did the shoe retail for? Anybody remember? It was like $2.
It
was it
more-
190?
I think it was
190?
190.
Yeah, I think it was
190.
Force,
Yeah.
so that sounds about right.
Well,
Mhm.
190 is too much to pay for a poor quality shoe, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
what are your thoughts about this? First of all, who QC'd all these and greenlit these to leave out the factory like that?
I have
And-
no
I have a
idea.
theory.
You have a theory? Go first.
I have a theory. Well, I wonder. Well, I know that shoes were made in advance, but Nike was gonna fire everybody that didn't get vaccinated. So I'm just like, was somebody in there like, you know what?
That's a pretty good theory.
Whatever. Because
Just go.
I copped those for my cousin, and I did like a little, like a cursory glance at it. And I don't want to incriminate myself, but allegedly I got another pair right at the very next day. And I don't know what was up with that. So I got 2 pair, but they both look okay.
Okay.
So allegedly I got 2 pair,
There you
but
go.
mine were cool. So yeah, I don't know. I looked up, I guess, but I was wondering if somebody in quality Control was just like,
just go.
they
Just
gonna let
green
me
light
go
and everything.
anyway on the 17th.
No,
And
green light
just
and
green
everything.
light everything.
Since 2020, you
want
got to
to
blame
there,
everything
here
on
you go.
COVID.
Yeah, exactly. But the sad part is, like, we haven't even gotten to a subject of UAs yet, or replicas, as a lot of people know in the sneaker world. I have seen some of the replica reviews and they look 10 times better than the ones that are supposedly retail.
Yep.
Now, did the batches get mixed up? I mean, supposedly, I don't want to get into this whole conversation because this could be a whole new show in itself. But if you got something to say, just say it. But I'm like, we all know they come from very similar, if not the same factory. So, but let's get to the bad batches first. How do you did any of you cop those? First of all,
I didn't cop. I didn't cop them. I didn't even want them.
Okay,
I copied it with somebody else. So.
Mine is fine.
Yeah, mine was.
Let me tell you, mine are fine. I done checked these motherfuckers front and back. Everything is fine. So whoever did my shoe wanted to keep their job. It must have been vaccinated.
But
go
again,
ahead. Let's put you on. Let's put you on Front Street. Go ahead. Show that shoe.
You can put me on Front Street. Ain't no glue problems over here, and all my netting is fine. So they know what address they sending these shits to, or we gonna pull up. Like, that's how we do it. You know what I mean? I think that, that West Coast feel, sometimes they forget how we act out here. But you know what? I think the funny part about it is there've been batches that have come out that have had bad glue jobs, that have had issues where it just, whatever it was, you got to think this was for real the first drop of the year. This is also coming off of, this is supposed to be that second pair from the Lightning to the Thunder pair. So the comparison should have been there where it didn't have the same vibe as everybody that was like looking for the Lightnings, right? But I seen a pair of Lightnings in person that looked like garbage. And I knew that they was fresh out the box. And I was trying to figure out, well, how come ain't nobody saying nothing about this? Like, so it's almost like they'll keep hush on the shoe that has like that fan affair, regardless if they trash put together, but the one that really doesn't is not going to get that love. So it was, matter of fact, I know for a fact that even when that drop happened, they were still on there even after that first like rush where usually everybody goes on there to get shoes. So I don't think it was a lot of people checking for them anyway. But the location where I currently am at, I can walk around with black and red shoes and don't have to worry about looking behind me. So
that's not the only shoe that had problems. They said the Royal 12s had a couple problems too. The ones I got, I didn't have any, but I got the first batch of the breads. And I don't see people talking about it, but I seen some glue stains on my breads, bro. On the patent leather pair, I seen a couple glue stains on that. And as this is a hype shoe, they're not trying to hype the quality, but I wasn't really feeling the quality of it.
Hey,
It's close up.
Hey, what Space Jams were those that like about 4 years ago? The black joints, right? Yo, them joints was trash, yeah. Like I trashed them joints, dog. Like you could tell they were bad, yeah.
Yeah,
like, that was probably one of the worst Space Jams I ever seen, yeah.
So are you sending these back? I mean, what are you doing if you get
I'm
a pair
keeping
of
them. They ain't that bad. You ain't gonna see them when I'm walking in. I'm keeping them.
Okay.
But just up close, I was kind of surprised. I pulled out my I got the gold toes from 2017. I was trying to compare, and the quality is different from 2017 to now. It's different.
Right.
Yeah, but one's a general release though, and one that gold toe, it wasn't general release though.
I was wondering if like the supply chain issues are coming into play here in some sense, because it's not so much that it's a surprise that there's quality control issues. That stuff happens across like all the brands. It's just more like upsetting when it is a major brand. And obviously, like E pointed out, like this was the first drop of the year. So, when there's going to be those eyes on it, because it is the first pair that's dropping, it just makes you take a little bit of a step back. Like, oh, well, if you were on the fence about them and then this is the news that you're hearing, you're probably not pulling the trigger. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that this isn't the kind of news that we want to hear. It's not super surprising. And the pictures that, we saw posted on Instagram and all that stuff, they didn't look great. and Kaleo, like you were talking about, we know for a fact that you can buy some UAs or reps from my cousins in China, and those joints might look better than, you know, some of the pictures that we saw from the actual release. So
Absolutely.
as far as the people that I know personally and the people that are on, you know, this podcast, as long as their pairs are straight, that's all I care about. But you know what I mean? Like if it's one of those pairs that I was not really looking for and I was kind of on the fence about, if I'm hearing that there were quality control issues, I'm staying away.
Yep.
Mhm.
Right.
Vita, thoughts?
You know, I know I was joking about it, but no, everything is blamed on COVID now. And like you're saying, was it a bad batch? Was it a counterfeit? Was it, you know, did it get intercepted? Somebody supposedly got 2 pair in the mail. Like, I don't know. I don't know. So that's one of those with deathbed confessions that somebody's gonna come out with.
Right. It just seems like it was an all around just
Right.
not a good. Well, good to some, but most that I've seen did not feel the joy of this release. I mean, I don't think it's going to turn any sneakerheads off. I mean, Nike's not going to. They don't. I don't even know if they care. They probably don't because they know the issue. I mean, this is not the first time, but this is probably the first time that is being like super spotlight. This was a hype shoe, overly hype shoe. They've been talking about this shoe for a while, so I think that's why it has the spotlight. Now, had this been a batch of Concords,
Ooh.
this would, you know, so that's
Boy, it be smoking the city, those Concourse.
The restocking the Cool Gray 11s, right?
You have a problem.
The restocking the Cool Grays. If the next round of Cool Grays that come out in a few weeks look like trash, people are going to bring that shit up. You know what I mean? Like it can't be, you can't just be having bad batch after bad batch, and especially if they're pairs that people are looking for. Like if it's just a GR release, it's you know, a general colorway. A lot of times you can get away with it if it's not going to be, if you're not doing a sneakers drop, if you're just dropping it on Nike, you know, it's whatever. But you just got to hope that, you know, everyone over at Nike and Jumpman, their ears are perked up a little bit and they're just at least watching out because, you know, especially with the social media era that we're in, people are looking for things to complain about, you know?
right. And I think we're all probably in the age bracket of not really caring of being like called out on if a shoe is real or not. Like I think I'm past that stage in my life, just worried about, you know, people thinking a shoe is real. But I think the issue now in our bracket is probably the money spent, right? I'm spending almost $200+ on a product. You know, I don't want subpar, you know, a subpar effort getting to me or a shoe that I mean, you're talking about a retail pair that probably won't pass a QC check, an authentication check.
Right.
Yeah, man. I'm picky with my dollars, dog. I pay taxes, bro.
Yeah, I've seen I follow this guy named MK the Truth. I've seen him show UAs that have better quality leather than the original ones. So it's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
Haven't got there to where I'm buying UAs yet because the UAs when I was going that was like 60. Now the UAs cost damn near retail.
UAs cost retail.
They're a regular shoe.
Now. Retail. I'm like, wow. But what I found out, man, just watching the shoe community, a lot of shock drops, a lot of their quality shoes on the shock drops has been bad. I don't know if it's an early batch coming in or they just trying to get it out. But them shock drops, this quality's been bad through the years.
Right.
It probably definitely rushed, you know, with staffing shortages just across the globe. Like, you know, they're making 100 times. Yeah, they're making 100 times, you know, off the shoe what they paid for it. So they're like, look, I don't care what your staffing is like. You better pump these out. And they know that people are going to buy them. You know, so you see them, and then who knows? Somebody's probably selling theirs, the bad batch up on GOAT or StockX or somewhere.
Yeah, we know about StockX. Yeah, StockX for sure. I don't even want to get in my StockX story. All right, so this next one's kind of a sticky situation per se. I don't know if anybody's been following the news, sneaker community. I mean, this has been pretty huge on social media. I'm seeing a couple of people shaking their heads because they know where this is going. So has everybody heard this story? Is this story new to some people? No,
I've heard it.
You've heard it? Okay.
I think everybody has heard it.
Okay, here we go. Well,
Shit, you got to share it for the listeners, though. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So in Brampton, Ontario, a
Fucking
Footlocker
Canadians.
employee, huh?
Fucking Canadians, bro. Goddamn Drake.
A Footlocker employee, manager per se, because it had to be a manager who was allowed to be the only one in the store at the time when nobody else was in there. Went live on some social media platform. And at this point, the guy was ass naked in the back room, the stock room. And let's just say that he just had a good time with a pair of shoes, a couple pairs of shoes. And he put the evidence up on camera. And let's leave it at that, right? So there's a bunch of questions here. First question, like, what the hell's wrong with humanity right now, right? Whatever.
Wow.
If that's your thing, okay, that's one thing. But then, like, social media, like, putting it on social media, you want to get caught because it's a very specific place that you're at. Footlocker manager. It's not going to be hard to find out who you are. Somebody knows who you are. So let's go around the room and thoughts. Let's just start with thoughts.
I think it's
thoughts.
I think it's clout chasing, bro. Like, as soon as you recorded it, you was clout chasing. Like, if that's what you like to do, fetish, let that be. But as soon as you try to put out to the world, you trying to be famous for the wrong things, man. You're gonna lose your job just for this little bit of fame that we talking about. The world clout chasing is crazy right now.
Absolutely.
I'm definitely going to say clout. And the sad part is somebody else is going to give him a job.
I hope not.
You go get an OnlyFans page with tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Hey, it better not be in a situation. I'll tell you that much. He better not touch no. I don't want to see him in the foot action. I don't want to see him athlete's foot. I don't want to see him in Kenny shoes. I don't want to see him nowhere near a shoe store, bro. He said no, nah. I don't care. He can't go to the Walmart section in the shoe store ever. I don't want to see him nowhere near shoes.
Nah, he does something like that, he's got a restraining order against kids' Footlocker. You know what I mean? Like, he can't be anywhere near kids' shoes. So, I mean, this is just ridiculous. And
they should put him on the list, though. They got to put him on the list,
bro.
Yeah, he got to go on the list, man.
If I don't say it, E-Rich is gonna say it. My man, even though in the video the whole screen goes black, you see what he looks like. And my man Chad went crazy in the stock room. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, and here's the thing. I'm gonna leave. This is my last point on this story. It takes a certain amount of privilege to think that you can just go and fucking do this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say, because that's disgusting, bro. Golly.
Man, where was Karen when you need her? That's what I'm talking about. We need Karen. She's nowhere around, man.
Conveniently.
It was her son. She's gonna let it go.
Well, that's what I was about to say, right? You have to understand, Karen, she made Chad. So from that privilege of I can do whatever I want, she damn for sure got him that job. And that's why he thought he can do whatever he wanted to do. And therefore, again, man, at the end of all of that, like on some shit, it's like, this on some health shit. Like, you got to realize that how many people are going through those shoes. You talking about the other employees and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, it really gets you to think, like, it's outside of the privilege. It's the least common denominator of him not caring about nothing at all, right? There's no consequence. There's no repercussions. I can do whatever I want, that privilege. But when that becomes a thing, it begins to affect other people who aren't thinking that is the case, when you should be going to work on some, I'm just here to do a job and not have to fuck around and think somebody's out here doing some funny shit, that on some health wise. Because let's say this fool actually got something.
Yeah.
Just that easy. You know what I'm saying? All that fun and games and go to something different. And yeah, he is going to be on the list. And then somebody going to knock Chad's head off. And then all of a sudden they're going to be crying, talking about, well, they didn't have to do all of that. Look what he started, though. You know what I'm saying?
Let's take a quick pause. I'm paying attention to time, Vita. I got you. So let's do your shoe real quick, Vita. So before we get, we're gonna let you go first. The main topic tonight: what shoe would you want to see come back? Vita, what was your shoe?
I gotta throw back. I gotta all the way back to the Duncans. All the way back to the Duncans, man.
Wrong shoe.
There we go. There we go. All the way back to the Duncans, man. I've wanted those since high school. Yeah, grew up in I don't know, maybe a middle class family or so. So we weren't buying the big expensive shoes then. Now that I have it, I'm like, heck, do I want to drop this much? Because you can't find them anywhere. They need to come back out. I don't know. I've loved those since I want to say 10th grade.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna say how long ago that was, but a couple of decades. But I've loved those shoes, man.
Yeah, no, they're dope. They're dope. You gotta go, right? Did you bring a shoe?
I don't have one tonight because the Duncans for me that's just my that's my shoe right now.
We got you.
All right. I'm gonna speak that one into existence. It's gonna happen.
Of course, I mean, I think they did it once.
It was supposed to happen last year. That joint was supposed to happen last summer. Bro.
He went to Hall of Fame, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep.
That was a perfect opportunity. The Duncans had some heat over the years. A lot of people sleep on.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we can go back to the sticky situation. I just want to give Vita shoe out the way. Just whenever you got to dip, go ahead and dip.
Hey, and I appreciate it. It was a great night again. Always
appreciate you. We'll get you back on the other show.
Sounds good. Y'all have fun.
All right. See you, Vita. All right. I interrupted somebody. My bad. Are we done with this conversation?
Yeah, we can leave this joint.
I think we're done, bro.
Real quick. I will say, as someone who worked at a shoe store, I worked in the shoe department of a store and have been in the stock room of a shoe stock. This has never crossed my mind to do. So it takes a special kind of person to get to that point. Okay.
And this man got butt ass naked. Like,
that part, yeah.
I haven't seen it, and I don't want to see it.
You don't want to see it. I'm mad that I saw some of it.
I will say one thing. What I'm afraid of, even though I haven't seen it, I'm just mentally, unfortunately, from y'all talking about it, that I hope this doesn't become a thing.
Please
how
don't.
That goes.
My God!
He's getting clout. He's gone viral. So.
Oh God!
So let us pray that this doesn't.
If it does, I wouldn't be shocked because the dumbest stuff has gone viral or become a challenge.
Right. That's what I'm. Yeah. Exactly. So let's just.
All right. So we're talking about shoes tonight. We're talking about shoes that we would love to see.
Don't speak that evil in here, Ricky Bobby. Don't speak that evil. No.
The good thing, I think, I haven't bought a shoe out of a shoe store in a long time. Everything's kind of been online, so.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So
the last time you went to a shoe store?
It's been. I think last shoe store I went to was the one I worked at, and that was 2 years ago when the pandemic started. Once COVID hit, I quit because I was like, I ain't going to nobody's mall.
Yeah. The last store I went to was the UN store when I was in Vegas.
Well, you got to go there. Okay. So
yeah. Come on, that's
shit around here. I'm tired of. I've been to one downtown locker room. You've been to them all.
Yeah, I'm not going to finish mine. Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm not going in the shoe city anymore. No. So everything I need is right online. All right, yeah. So tonight, look, we're talking about shoes we want to see retro because as sneakerheads, there's probably been a shoe that you either had as a kid and not knowingly, you outgrew it one and then you tossed it, just not to have in the collection anymore. You can't look at it, can't wear it, or your parents took it from you and handed it down to your cousin without you knowing, that kind of thing. But,
that sounds really specific.
Very specific. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm not, this is about somebody else, not me. I'm not talking about me. It's for a friend. But then I'm thinking, there's a bunch of shoes that have been released that have never been re-released. Or when they did, you just never had a shot at it. And I think the Concord 11 was one of the shoes that kind of sparked this thought process because it had been years since Cool Gray, since the Cool Gray release. Years. Right. And it finally happened, and now it's like an abundance of them, right? They did almost 4 releases of the Cool Grays. It was like 2 shocks, general, and then now there's the restock. So if you don't have a pair of cool grays or you already have a pair, stock up on them because they're trying to tell you there's probably not going to be another run for a while. But this had me thinking. And I had a couple shoes I thought about, but I think the main one, I wanted to choose one tonight that I would love to see retro. And it goes back to, I think we were in 4th grade, and Jared had these. And when he had them,
the Bordeaux, I already know.
They, you already know. I already put the picture up there.
Yo, he was the only nigga I know with him, yeah.
The Bordeaux 7 was like, still to this day, they did a run, I think, in 2015 that I missed on because Sneakers app wasn't real at that point, and standing in line, come on now. But
yo,
definitely
these dresses so tight. I almost got the Bordeaux 6s just cause, yeah.
Bro, if you talk to E and CB, I battled with it, but didn't do it because I was like, it's not the 7. It has to be the 7. But this shoe was tight. I mean, it was probably one of the first off-color uniform shoes I had seen a basketball player wear, because typically everything was kind of uniform to what you wear in sports, right? So this was kind of the first one. And was this the only? No, because he had the white and red 7s too that kind of released. But this was the main release of the 7.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Yeah. So
they come out. They coming back this year, right?
This is the year. Yeah. This is the year for finally the release of these, and I think it's later in the year. I think it's summer to fall kind of thing.
Yo, can we get packs back though? Yo, I used to love packs, bro. Yo, they had some mean packs, bro.
Yep. I don't know, man, but yeah, that's the shoe. Did any of y'all own these pair of shoes? Did any of y'all have the Bordeaux?
Nah, I never got it. I wanted to.
I figured E would have them.
You know, E's got them. You know.
Listen. The quick funny story about those shoes, and everybody can laugh at me, but hey, it is what it is. I see the palm tree. I specifically remember because my brother is 10 years older than me, right? So we both ended up getting the shoes. But if y'all remember, around that time, well, again, for how old I was, but Boys in the Hood had just recently dropped out, if you remember, and niggas out here was wearing the gold. It was kind of like a gold pants or whatever that matched the little Jumpman because it was gold on the side of it, and we had the wild shirts that you know, the kind of all different colored burgundy shirt looking like Trey, you know, from Boys in the Hood, because that was the style, right? Was you had to wear like the, because you couldn't, you know, nobody was wearing that color, you know what I'm saying, per se. You couldn't find that gray nowhere. So either you wore black pants or you wore like the gold color pants and you wore some wild ass shirt that had the maroon or something in there. But that was also a neutral color.
Oh, okay. All right. Next up we got other E. We'll let him get his stuff together. So E, your retro, let me put you on Front Street. Let you spotlight your shoe.
Yeah, my retro, man, was the Jordan 17, man. These were Jordan first went to the Wizards, and they hold a special place in my heart because I was a freshman in college, and I got these shits off a refund check. Hey, look, off the refund check. I did not tell my mother about the refund check either. No. Yeah, I got them off a refund check, and I remember I went to North Carolina Central University, bro. So I remember walking into the game when they first came out. They came out that Saturday. I went to the game that Saturday, bro. In the gym, it's probably like maybe 3 or 4 people that had them. I walked in, niggas was like, yo. And I had a shirt that said, lucky me. Duh. And yeah, that Drake's bringing that. And for some reason, I don't know why they just never... And what these were the first $200 Jordans.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was the first $200. They came in a suitcase.
The package that they came in, bro.
The package was crazy. Like
amazing.
Now, if they was to bring those back now, and the way Nike is innovative with packaging and stuff, those shits would be like an NFT or something, bro.
Yeah.
And you would probably have it in the metaverse, and you could sell your shoe in the metaverse, all kinds of crazy shit. Yeah.
I think that if they retroed those, do you think that they would up the price?
Yes.
Yeah. Hell, it probably be $250.
I'd say 3.
If they come in the suitcase, I would bet they'd be going for 3. That would be my guess.
3.
Yeah, with inflation, 3.
Yeah,
but those joints.
My dumb ass will buy
it. So here's the question though. Here's also a question with that. With outside of because remember there was a disc in there, a CD.
Yeah,
So what do they replace with the
the
CD?
NFT. That'd be the NFT, yo. It come with the little QR code. They scan the drink. There you go.
Mhm.
I got some upstairs right now, bro.
There you go. I can't
I
wear
still
these
got
shits
my-
anymore.
Oh,
They
people
glue
ain't
us
I
grabbed
can't
them.
wear them no more. Nah, they terrible. I
glue
can't
the
wear them
shop,
no
but
more.
yeah, I still got. I mean, you got a hold on to these. I mean,
Yeah,
I think the packaging. I think was this the first time he did kind of a
yo,
specialty kind of packaging with
you
these.
know you could sell the suitcase for $100, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, this.
I still got the
Everybody
black
wanted them
people
for the
stuff.
suitcase.
I still got the
Yeah.
black and
Only-
red drinks.
Was this the only one that came with a suitcase, or did all the colors come with a suitcase?
All the colorways
All
came
the
with suitcase
colors.
that year.
Look,
Yo,
there's
yeah,
this.
bro.
This still
Yeah.
inside.
Slim, I remember I bought the black ones. Bought them
I
drinks
never
with a
wa-
refund check too. Hey, look, but look, hey, y'all remember Kings and Minion Black College Weekend?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Bro, had the black drinks, took them down Black College Weekend, killed it, son.
I love when a fit comes together. I just love it.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I still got.
I can tell
Still a
these-
little dog, but I got him.
I can tell these shits about if I even put them on, they fall
Oh
apart.
no,
This right here,
yeah.
it's sticky right
First
here.
coming out.
Yep.
Yep,
So
it's
look-
starting
Yeah, it's
to.
coming off.
The story behind it, the joints that I had those, right? And what I did, just because I got a scuff mark on it, I gave them away.
Oh,
Yeah. So I got the red ones and I got the black ones still, but I gave those away, bro. I'm hurt.
Scuff
too.
mark.
Yeah, I had a scuff mark, bro.
Unfortunate.
It was dumb too. Like it wasn't even a bad scuff mark, dog. Like I could have just,
Yeah.
but you young, like whatever.
Did was this a Tinker shoe?
Yeah, I think Tinker did have design that one. Yeah.
Man. I mean, because the leather on these joints is completely different than. I mean, they were. And first of all, they meant to crease because there's no way in the world you could wear them joints without creasing.
Nah.
Yeah. Just
The
I mean, dope shoe.
the only dude I know who had those, because well, I'm a little bit younger than y'all. So when those joints dropped, I wasn't getting a refund check, because I was still getting dropped off at the bus.
He's
But
getting
the
allowance.
the only dude who I knew who had it was a guy who in my grade, he was a top 40 AAU player in the country at the time for the age group. So of course he had them. You know what I mean? So like when we went into gym class and he's, taking them off because he's not going to wear them when we're playing gym or we're, doing gym or whatever. And it was just like, that was the first time getting to see him in person and like hold him and everything. And it was like, yo, these are $200. Like, that's wild. This is amazing.
Right.
Yo, I
Yeah,
got
'cause
an
at that
honorable
point-
mention. I got an honorable mention too, son.
Go ahead. I was about to say at
These
that
joints
point.
right here, the 23s, yeah.
Ooh.
Yo.
I wanted to bring these back, bro.
Yeah,
need
those
these.
were.
I need these again.
Ray Allen probably had the most custom pair of those that I've seen.
Yeah,
Talk about
They
a dude
also-
that has some of the best PEs of all time.
oh
yeah.
yeah.
Between him and Mike
Hey,
Bibby.
Bibby,
But
yep.
let's be honest though. Let's be honest. Them 23s are not comfortable for shit. They are the hardest bottoms possible.
Mm.
And I kind of hate when they switch their whole mentality for performance because the interior of the shoe took precedent over the design. So that's why I think a lot of the older numbers didn't sell as well. I mean, because once you get, I mean, the most retro shoe number is probably the 11 more than one, right? We get a bunch of ones, and then the 11s come out every year around Christmas. You just don't know which color you're gonna get.
Mhm.
So it's just, I mean, I'm waiting to see a new idea. That's what I was reading, that the sneaker community is kind of dead because there's no new, everything's retro, right?
We're dead because
That's
it's
the
all
Yeezy.
bots and resellers buying the shit that we want. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's why that's another show. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
in my mind, it's not that we're just only doing retros or that's the only thing that's hot. It's that the stuff that we do want, even if it's a new colorway, they're so hard to get because we're fighting against iRobot that we don't even have a chance.
Okay. Speaking of hard to get, do your shoe. Well, I got two of them for you, but do the one that the first one that we talked about for your
I
retro.
mean,
Go ahead.
Put the picture up for me so I know which one it was. So okay, so these when I was in high
This is
school,
the only photo I can find on
Yeah,
these.
yeah,
shits.
these are the Nike Air Max Octane. These were fire when I was in high school, and I remember because it basically was like every year, whatever the Air Max was, that was like the hot shoe to be showing up to first day of school with. And so I remember being like, all right, these are the joints that I want. Had to go, like, I was actually able to go to Lake Forest Mall and hit up like 5 different shoe stores and check which colorway I wanted and all that. And it was these were just so dope. But it's what, because it's not, it's not a 97, it's not a 90, it's not, one of those historical Air Max models. It didn't, it's not going to get like the retro treatment or something like that. But because these just hold so much nostalgia, like, for me, that I would want these back. The heel counter on these were crazy. And then they released a second version, and the second version was not nearly as good. But these were my joints when they first came out. I want to say it was like 2001, 2002
Yeah.
when these joints came out, and
Oh,
they were
too.
everywhere for a while. And
I
then
remember them.
they just dropped.
I remember them. And then when we finally found the pictures, like, yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
But let me tell you how old. This is the only photo. If you type in the model of the shoe, this is the only photo that comes up to somebody selling it on eBay. There's no other photos of the shoe, not even a side view.
It took me, Kaleo, I think I mentioned a few years ago, I was like, I'm trying to find this shoe, but I can't remember the name of them. And I felt so bad because at some point I'd gone through the collection. I was donating stuff, giving pairs away, and these were beat because I wore the shit out of them. But then I couldn't remember the model name. So for years and years and years, I'm like, what is I know it's an Air Max. I just don't know which one it is. And literally for this segment, out of all the years of looking, I finally was able to find them. So I was like, yeah, I got to bring these.
What did I say the other day when we found this shoe? It's like the sneakerhead community, they're better than the government in finding what you need. Like, they are the most determined
Right.
people to get things done and solved than any type of government there is. Because me and CB went on a shoe hunt for me once, and I found them. And then we're the most determined people when it comes to finding what we want, which is kind of unique. What's your other shoe, CB?
So these were another pair that I had.
I remember them joints,
And so Vita she brought up the Duncans.
Damn, I forgot about them.
These are my favorite Duncan shoes of all time. And the thing is that because it was like an inner booty with the crazy outside, and so I feel like it was like just like super polarizing. But man, like, everyone talks about all the other shoes that Duncan wore, and so, and with good reason. In my mind, these are the forgotten models because this was his first one. And no one remembers these joints, and I'm like, these joints stood out to me so much that there was a pair that somehow ended up in Lost and Found in school, and then they were there for a few days and no one claimed them, so someone had to claim them.
You get 24 hours before you can claim. Allegedly. There you go. I think the hard part about this shoe, exactly. I think the hard part about this shoe, remembering it, is because if you look at Duncan's roster, he had the black foam as well, and then he had the ones that Vita talked about, and those right there had 3 tight ass colorways that just they had the blue, the black for sure. If I can get my hands on the black ones, and then the silver ones. And you just forget about this shoe. And then after that, he went to like Adidas, and then and one.
But then he had some flight positives too.
He did have that's right. That was the foam to the flight, and then I think those were kind of tweeners or right afterwards. The ones that Vita had. So it's just Duncan has, his roster, his lineup of shoes was pretty damn dope.
He needs his credit.
He does. Okay. Erica, we kept you waiting for a while. You're retro.
So mine is these actually came out in 2019. So for selfish reasons, I want these to drop again, the Melanie Asanis, because I'm not paying $1,700 for these resale. So I need her to run these back in a few years so I can try again. Of course, it was a women's only release. Made by a woman that collab with Jordan. I like the 2 different colorways, of course, and it's like, the feminine and masculine. So it's just a dope shoe. I love the story behind it. So I need her to run those back. Let's see, it's 2022 in like 7 years. or something like that, so I can get them at retail because I can't. I just cannot.
And it's got a watch. It's got a watch face on it.
Yo,
And it's got a watch on it, and
that is ridiculous.
And every time I see somebody with a pair around here, I'm just like,
hey, now, hey, I got a question, man. How did you get on the Jordan IG? Because when I saw you on Jordan, how you get the Jordan campaign? I need to know this story.
So that was gonna actually be my shoe for tonight. That's my shoe for tonight. Is that shoe that I was gifted for that? Okay. But I worked with so there's an influencer named Melissa Chanel. So she's a female sneakerhead here in Charlotte, and she has a brand called Kicks and Froze, where she sells apparel, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and she has she does a lot of partnerships, and so she partnered with Jordan, and she actually at the beginning of 2021 she created what she called like an ambassador group like under her, which is dope because she's sharing her platform. So she picked we had to audition for it or put in a tape. I was picked as one of the ambassadors for last year, and so because of that she shared partnerships with us. So Jordan would, so whoever the brand was would say, okay, here are the 12 girls and I want to work with this person or that person. So she said that they wanted, it was like when the Court Purple, the Jordan 1s, the Court Purples came out, and they wanted us to do like a prom theme around like the Marisol thing they were doing on Sneakers app, and they were like, we want some girls to dress up, prom dress, throw the kicks on, and so they wanted me to do it, and so that's how I was able to do a partnership with Jordan, be on their page, their IG page, get a free pair of kicks, and they follow me now. So
that's dope.
That is so dope.
That is dope. That is dope.
And I keep checking like every few weeks, like, have they unfollowed me yet? and they haven't. So
that's crazy.
They're still following me on Instagram. So yeah,
so
that's how I ended up doing that. Yeah.
Yo, it's amazing how like the behind the scenes stories of this podcast. There's so many connections to that entity within this. It's just amazing.
Right.
And first of all, look, we appreciate you taking your time out to be on the show tonight. First of all, that we could be doing anything else, and we appreciate you. I'm gonna give my man props for making it happen.
Now you're part of the ecosystem. We all got an ecosystem. We work with each other. B's reviews up there. You know what I'm saying? We got the We Are Something Else podcast crew. So yeah, now it all goes together.
There you go.
This is my first podcast. I'm excited.
Really? Okay. No, look, it
is.
Would have thought you were a seasoned
I can't tell. I can't look. You're doing a really good job. And then, so my question is, you said you see people wearing these on your feet. Now, this is an obvious call out shoe, right? Because the uniqueness of the shoe in the release, there's been only one release, correct? And that's why we're talking about retro, right? So to see somebody in these, and I don't know what the number of the pairs, how many they made, but to see somebody in this, though. Yeah, it's very limited.
Them be going for 1,700, yeah.
Yeah. So is this one of those things where, and this is an everybody question, you see somebody wearing a pair like this, knowing how limited it was, when you check them out, is the first thing you thinking those are UAs?
Yep.
I already know what you're gonna say. Yeah, I do.
You almost have to, honestly.
I was at. Look, here's the thing. I was at a football game. I went to a Bowie football game in high school, right? Yo, I seen 2 pair of Travis Scotts. I seen what else I seen? I saw 2 pair of Travis Scotts. I saw it was another. It was like it might have been like 3 or 4 grill joints, yeah. And one location, I'm like, yo, I'm tapping my cousin like, yo, it got to be UAs out here, bro. Cause you're not gonna see 2 to 4 grills in a setting. That's rare.
That's right. That's like seeing Prince, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Whitney Houston, all
Bob
in
Marley.
And Walmart.
Yeah.
Walmart. Come on, man.
The thing
Yeah,
is,
right.
is
That ain't
that
happening.
Nah, it ain't happening, bro.
didn't you host
Yeah.
a
Be
boxing
stupid
pay-per-view
for that.
recently?
Yes, I
And
did.
didn't you say people were showing up to the crib in their heat? Because we
Okay,
haven't had a
you got
place
me
With
on
where?
that
there,
one, yeah.
you know? You know
Okay,
what I mean?
you might have got me. You might have got me on that. Cause yeah, I did host a boxing event at my house. And it was mad heat in the house. I ain't gonna lie. It was two grills in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, where's these niggas going? They not going nowhere.
But that's the thing. Like, if we all got
Nobody's
together,
taking pictures. Nobody
you know, if we all got together, because especially you're gonna be with your homies that they're into this shit. Like,
True.
yo, whenever I
You
see
have to
Kaleo,
break, yeah.
like
Yeah,
I'm breaking out something that I haven't worn in a while, or maybe I haven't worn yet, just because there hasn't been an occasion, and I know at least
Absolutely.
he's gonna appreciate it.
Abs-
But it is different when because we're adults, we're grown ass men and women at this table right here. We're talking about kids in high school. It's like, yeah, I was joking about not having $200 for the Jordans in high school. I certainly don't have $1,500 for some Travis Scotts, because the
Right,
only way anyone's getting those for retail is they're not getting them for retail. They're lying. So
Yeah.
exactly.
Bro,
So
it was crazy.
I'm trying to. So I'll follow up on that story. For 2 years, because I was one of those people at that boxing party. It was for 2 years I've been in the house. I haven't done anything. All I've done is stack shoes.
I feel you. I have
And
to, bro. I feel you.
like when I get out, I will wear something crazy to Walmart, like, because I feel like I'm about to go out to the club.
Nah,
Man,
really,
what am I gonna wear
bro.
tonight?
Like, I feel you. I went to Target one day and I got so fresh. It was ridiculous. I ain't do nothing. But like, yo, look, it got to the point the dude saw me in the store, like, God damn, he saw the shoes.
Exactly. Look,
Same here. And Eric follows me, and he's like, so the outfits I post, Eric, it's Target. I'm going to Target. Like every fire ass outfit that you see me post, and you like, oh shoot, Target. That's it.
Gotta let them know.
Trying to look.
Nowhere else. It's nowhere else for me to go.
Friday is Chick-fil-A day, and trust and believe, I will put on a pair of Concords and whatever else, just to go to Chick-fil-A for 5 minutes. I might not even get out the car.
Yeah.
Just straight up in the drive-thru.
Just go to the drive-thru. Looking fly as hell. All right, be easy, man. What was your retro?
Mine were the 8s. I'm hoping they coming back this year.
Yeah, those are nasty.
I had those and they fell apart, so I'm hoping I can get me another pair. I know that that Japanese player from the Wizards got a crazy pair coming out in March.
No, they look so good.
Yeah, I don't want to botch his name, but we know who you're talking about. But that pair, man, if that's the first one they bring the 8s with, it's gonna sell out quick.
Yeah,
but I need
facts.
They did the Bugs Bunny run like a few years ago, right? There was the all white pair.
I need those, man.
Yeah, but those right there, that colorway, that and the ones
I need the Bugs Bunny to complete the set, son.
Yep. But those were dope. I remember those released. I don't remember what year. Do you remember what year they were, B?
I do not.
They came out the same year as these drinks.
Yep.
A long time ago.
Yeah, it was
wild. A long time ago.
And then they did the Bugs Bunny was also in the double pack release.
Yeah, that was in the pack. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That was a dope. I mean, it was the
they
first.
They need to bring packs back. Remember the Raging Bull pack, dog? They need to bring the packs back, son.
I kind of thought these would have come back when the chunky shoe came out, the height. I was like, man, they gotta bring the 8s.
And it's weird. They only pick. We get saturated with 1s. I mean, that's probably the most shoe that can go with everything. But we finally getting a run of 2s. And there's a couple of us on who hate 2s, but look, damn it, the Jordan brand Jumpman is getting ready to make you love the 2s this year, because this looks like the year of the 2.
Best collabs.
I need those hair joints to complete the set, man.
But they know how to hype shoes up though. You get the best collaborators and you mix it with the shoe, and they're gonna come out with something nice. So those 8s coming out, those 2s are great. I'm definitely gonna try and get my hand on
Think
on
about
both
Union or
I want both.
James Whitner doing the 8 though. Whew.
Oh my God.
That color, that kind of like
They
They
are,
would kill it.
you see that?
They'll
You see
kill
they got social status doing the pennies.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
It's kind of
yeah.
the spin on the Sean Witherspoon when you can switch out the side of the check, right?
Hey,
Ooh.
real quick, I gotta give CB some props, bro. CB, you put me on. I gotta show these joints, man. They came the other day, bro. These shits is hard as fuck, bro.
I love this setup.
Yo,
CB is a shoe connoisseur, so he's going to
Slim,
put you on the shoes. You want to
he
remember.
put me on to the bait joints, yeah.
Yo,
The Street Fighter
them
joints?
is hot.
Oh, that's a
Slim.
fire.
No, it's Chung Lee. And they
Yeah.
got they got the Street
yeah.
Fighter joint in the inside and everything, yo. And they got the Chung Lee spikes on them, yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah, them
Slim.
joints is dope.
Hey, CB, good looking, bro.
He turned
Hey, look,
into
I had
a
to
full
pay.
kid.
Look, I had to pay it forward, man. I sent these joints to like 3 other people. I'm like, yo, go ahead, get on these joints, bro. For the summer, oh my god, bro.
That color
Shout out to
is dope.
CB, man. Good looking, bro.
You know how it is.
That's hot.
Yeah. To finish up on the 8s, I don't know why the 8s aren't that big of a retro. I really don't know. I mean, those were a dope shoe. They were the first shoe with the cross strap.
Yes.
That they did. They're the only ones. I
Fire.
haven't seen anything else with a cross strap. They did the
He
zippers,
came
but
out
yeah,
with,
those
he came on the strap with the what was those? The
Raiders. The Raiders. The Raiders.
yeah, the Raiders. But as far as Jumpman
Raiders.
wise,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Now
Jumpman
he came on strap with the what's the other joints, man? It was a 21. Nah, it wasn't 20. It might have been 18 or 19.
they had the cover on it.
Yeah.
The
He
clip
had the strap
front,
on the cross. He had a strap
but that
on
cross strap is
Yeah.
classic,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
When I think of the cross strap, I think of like back when we was wearing like the African chains with the black, green, and red. So I'm definitely hoping they come back. Man.
Yeah.
And then you know what always helps Jordans too, if you think about it, is Jordan's highlights. Cause that shoe right there that you talk about,
yeah.
B,
Yep.
remember that was the drink where he, you know what I'm saying? That was the
Playoffs.
Phoenix,
Not the first
Phoenix joint.
playoff.
Yeah,
Yep.
when he played
Yep.
Phoenix, yeah. No, because he retired after that, right?
Was that the third one?
That was
No.
the third one.
Wait.
The first 3?
Yeah, that was the first 3. That was the third one, yeah.
Portland twice and then Phoenix. Was it Portland
Yep.
twice then Phoenix?
Yep.
I
He
need
retired
those.
after that joint, yeah.
Wow.
So they
That was
coming.
Phoenix.
They coming back. They
They
coming
got
back.
to. They got to. I mean, at
Yeah.
this point, it really. I think right now, again, it's up to. I know the kids are heavily involved, but I think Marcus is the one that's got the pulse to what people want. Like the collab, like I said, the collabs is a huge thing
Yeah.
between Union and Alma
Right.
Manier. That I mean,
Yeah. They killing it.
and then the
Yeah.
Dior, right? So
Yeah.
Hey man,
They killing
shout out to Melo for them. I saw Lakers getting killed right now. I saw the Ricky Morty joints on your man Melo today, man.
it. He was
he
the
had
Ricky
them on?
Mortys?
He wore the Ricky Morty's today, bro.
Hey,
that's a whole
Hey,
nother
they-
story with them Lakers. man.
they only down 6.
Shit, they was getting their ass whipped when I was.
How much time is left?
they gonna don't worry, they gonna lose. They gonna Westbrook got like
They-
18 turnovers. They gonna lose. Don't worry.
They down 3 with 52 seconds left.
They ain't gonna win.
No LeBron, no AD.
Hey. All right, E. Bring us home. What retro are you rocking?
Listen, man, this is definitely one of my top. I think it's my top 5 that I feel like if I get, it's the slow road to retirement. You know what I mean? There's only a few pair that I feel like once I caught my hands on, then I have my holy grails, and then I can just go get, you know, the equivalent to our dad shoes is like Air Max Plus ones and some Air Max ones. Yeah, CB, I said it. That those are our dad shoes when we get older, right? We're rocking all the colorways of the Air Max ones as possible.
That's facts.
But the shoe I want retro came out in 2006.
That's crazy.
And I thought was probably the hardest dunk that I had ever seen. And I felt like anything one of the hardest things that you could do is take an image that you know so well and throw it on the shoe where it doesn't just look like they just with the composition notebook,
Yeah, we
hands
all
down,
had those.
was on fire. Like when I tell you, I remember when they dropped, I was at work. I lied and said my stomach was hurting so I can get off of work so I can go try to cop them hoes. And I still couldn't. I remember I was about to throw like $100 to the manager. Like, look, this is just for you. I just need them. Like,
you seen what they're reselling for?
Yes, 650. Yeah, 650. I saw a couple little less than that, but still, that's way too much. I'm like, Erica, like I'm definitely not about to spend that much money on that. And I have only seen them on maybe 2 or 3. I know a friend of mine from out there. He had copped a pair and then walked into work with them hoes because he decided that he was gonna come in late that day, which I couldn't do because I was working the late shift the night before. But anyway, I still say these are one of the hardest shoes. You talk about nostalgia, the silhouette of it, everything. This shoe almost kind of equates to exactly what a composition notebook, which you carried around, that you definitely used. You know what I'm saying? And rightfully so. People may not have really known, and it probably was like a myth or urban legend, but yes, you could write on the notebook part of the damn shoe.
Yep. And I remember,
so I
looked those up. Like Cali got them when they released, because all the skate shops mostly are out that way. They were one up on everybody on this end of town or this side of the country, because all this, all the skaters and stuff, and they one upped us, and they got all those out there. And most dunks go that way. Like we don't have any real skate shops here to get. I mean, now it's the online community. Those are tight.
I tell a story all the time, man. I remember over here, bro. Like I want to say like 2007, 2008. Yo, you can get dunks on the clearance section, bro. Nobody like dunks. Because people they used to call dunks fake ones. Bro.
Yep. These were dope.
They're everywhere.
I think if I had to go with it's this pair, the Tiffany joints,
Paris SBs too.
Yep, and then the Freddy Krueger dunks. Which, I mean, if you've never seen them, those right there, I mean, to talk about the look of a shoe and taking you somewhere, but those things, I mean, those are running. I've seen like $15,000 for a pair, and I don't even know the last time they did a Freddy run. So if you pay $15,000 for a shoe that's been sitting that long ago, I mean, you're probably not really getting too good of a quality of a shoe. But yeah, those are dope.
So crazy story about this though, because like you said, with the Cali skaters out here, there's a local skater out in like the Irvine area, and he did a collab. But the collabs with skaters out here switched because again that dunk kind of just went, it took off, right? And everybody was wearing them. Out here, most skaters are rocking either the Vans or they rocking the low dunk, right? The very low dunk. Nobody's doing the mids or whatever, or the highs. So this one dude, I forgot his name, he did his collab with Vans, and he did the spiral notebook, old school, with the different colors where you used to have the red, the blue, the green. And so what he did was on the and I'm trying to find them, but they were like literally on they never even hit like any internet. They were exclusive. You had to get them in the store. But the loops, he used the ring of the binder to do the shoestrings. And I was like,
those types of details are
But then you see it, and not to, you see Chad with them on, and he's dragging them through the mud, and we don't get
that pisses me off.
I'm trying to figure out how the hell you get mud on them, and we don't even have rain out here. Like you have to create some shit to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Wear your shoes, but when you see people wearing them like that, like, God, really?
One of the
privilege.
I think it would be, so if it wasn't a true re-release, if our man James Whitner decided he was going to take a stab at these and do that on a mid and pair them with the chocolate and strawberry milk joints that he already did, and it's just a school pack, you know what I mean? Like,
there you go.
Hey, yo, do y'all follow James Whitner on Instagram?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, he be giving out free games. Like I was on a Zoom like the other day, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit's crazy. It didn't and then he be having like high profile stylists on there, and like it's crazy. Like Heron Preston was on one of them like a while ago, but yeah,
it's called free game.
Cool. Free game, yeah.
Yeah, it's called free game. Yeah. You gotta respect that, bro.
You got
Yeah.
to. Nah. Whenever I get the chance to get on, I get on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Dope. Anybody take a stab in the metaverse shit? Anybody got an Oculus?
I'm about to get one.
There's a lot of there's a huge sneaker community out in involved in the Oculus, and there's a bunch of like, and you know, obviously NFTs and stuff like that. I'm not buying no fake shoe that I can't wear. First of all,
Oh,
Nah.
but
it's a
it's growing for sure. We can talk about that. That's just another good topic. But look, anyways, let's show some sneakers. Wrap it up. Let's get up out of here. So Erica, you are our guest, and we always like to give our guests first dibs. Do you want to go first or last? Showing your shoe.
I'll go first.
You want to go first? Okay.
You go grab me.
Sure.
All right.
So, I already
Okay.
told you guys which
Ooh.
shoe
Is the
is the most. So these are the ones that I was gifted
Let's go.
by the Jordan brand.
Nice.
So these are just always going to be special to me. I love ones because I don't wear GS. I have a big foot, so I wear men's size. So I like ones because they don't make my foot look huge. So yeah,
Those are dope.
I have a bunch of ones, but these
Is that
were
blue or purple?
when I first saw them, it's purple. Yeah, it's purple.
Dope.
And so these were the ones that we were gifted by Nike to do the Jordan collab that landed me on Jordan's Instagram. So these are always going to be near and dear to my heart.
Are those a one and done wear?
They're not. Unlike my Air Force Ones, they're not. I try to be very careful. I actually wore them for the first time at a family reunion. Other than the partnership, I wore them outside of that for the first time at a family reunion, and all the kids were. I was like, if you step on these sneakers, I'm beating somebody's kid, respectfully. So yeah, I'm very careful about where I wear them because I want to keep them because they're just special to me for that reason, for our first partnership. But yeah, they're holding up pretty good. I've worn them a few times. So
those are dope. Those are
holding
tight.
up pretty good.
Those are tight.
Yeah.
Those are nice. Okay, good.
That's
shoe.
a
Very
tough
good
story
shoe.
to beat.
Yeah. Anybody who want to go next?
I mean, you already seen mine. Like we gonna go ahead and knock them out. The fours that definitely ain't got no glue issues over here.
Or the color running or anything like that.
Yeah, like like I said, it looks great, and I'm not gonna do a fat joke because we don't believe in that. But nah, but listen.
Not after you see what the nigga at the Footlocker was doing to them shoes, you ain't gonna do that.
Nah, but please believe I did look at the bottom of my shoe like, but nah, like for real though, like on a level, like I know a lot of people wasn't rocking with these for whatever reason, but for me the fours have always been like just that shoe that I felt like it just, you could put it with everything. The four was almost like you almost had to have a privilege to wear the four when you actually hooped. Because if you was trash and you wore the fours, like they was throwing your shit, like we would just chuck those, take those off of you, and you have to get rid of them. Because again, what E said was the highlights of when he had the fours on. Right, so you equate the way that you rock a shoe based upon the year that he was wearing them and how dope he was, or what status it was at that moment. But
was that the foul line shot?
Yeah, that was the foul line shot. Yep.
So, but outside of that, like the quality of the shoe, the leather. I mean, like I said, I've seen some bad ones out there, but these are pretty. This got that dope. Jet black leather. Like I said, just nasty. It is like again didn't come with another shoestring. I probably wouldn't put any red ones in here, but I did think of old school. The black shoestrings with the red specs, just to really throw them out there like that, just to kind of give it some flair to it because it's gonna be me. But yeah, like hands down, I ain't mad at it, and it's recorded, so you can edit it out. But fuck everybody else who got a problem with the shoes.
So it's so funny. It's so funny. You went to Laces because I was getting ready to bring that up. CB sent the picture out of a classroom talking about the problems of being, a sneakerhead in school or whatever, like pretty much that. But the whole classroom had those fours on.
Hey, yeah, I posted that joint too.
I remember the feeling of hating. That's why I tried to find different things because everybody, there's no uniqueness. But
I was the ice man, dog. I used to put stuff on ice. So, dog, I would put stuff on
just
ice
to hold
like
off,
months,
right?
bro.
Yeah,
Put it on ice, yo.
Yep. I was gonna tell you
that happened at a brunch that I went to recently. It was like the girls and sneaker girls here in Charlotte, and like 5 girls had on those leopard print. They had those. Thankfully, I didn't. There was like 5 girls with this.
That's tough. I mean, but I was gonna tell you, E. I would to throw it all the way off and give it its own look. I will put a sale pair of laces in those, and just see how they look with sale. I mean, sale or accent anything, but I think sale with those would be pretty dope.
The thing about it is if you can really get funky with it, and like I said, if you can do a custom, the sale if the sale shoestrings had the red specs in there, because what happened is it'll give it off that sea foam or like kind of that cement look that's automatic with that silhouette anyway. So definitely one of those. But to go with what he was talking about as far as putting them on ice, I still say to this day the hardest flex that I did when the 11s dropped out, and these were the regular breads, right? If y'all remember clearly, it's black, white, and then the red bottoms, right? But I was cold with it. That was the year I took shop. So what I did was I had got some black tape, and I was definitely one of them that cut the lines for where the white was, and I put the black tape all on mine. So when everybody was looking at my feet, they was like, "Damn, why are those different than what everybody else got on?" And that was the whole process. Because then the next day, 2 of the
Friends
other
and
niggas had the same rain and did the same thing, and I'm like, "See." So all
be the trendsetter.
Yeah, facts. Because like that back then, putting the tape on a different, because those were the colors that we was like, they should drop them like this, the all black with the red. No different from when we wanted the all red ones that Mellow had. When they came out with those, if I get another set of those Mellows, I'm for sure blacking out that white line and having something that's only gonna be mine, for sure.
And I do think that you can't really mess up a black and red colorway, not on a Jordan. So I don't want people to think that I hate this version of the 4. There was just a few pictures that were online that were the quality wasn't good.
Hey,
but like
I said, J's was the bread 4s.
Bro, I was able to get my grill 4s last year, bro. Like the cement white joints.
Yep.
I got dog, and guess what? I paid retail for them.
Wow. Even better. Even better.
Yeah. I found a sneakerhead that I know. Me and him swapped out some shit. We got to talking and get the rapping, and that's how it happened, Captain.
There you go. Look, before you do your shoe, E, is that a Wild Thing hat? Major League?
Definitely is. Yeah. Cleveland. Yeah.
That's serious.
Major League, dog. Got all the Bammers on there. Vaughn, all of them, yeah.
That's dope.
Man, shout out to you. Man, shout out to you for knowing that, Phil. You know what I'm saying?
That's a dope ass hat. All right, E, what you bringing?
So I had first. I had the Chung Lee Street Fighter joints, man.
God, those are dope.
And they got the Street Fighter joint here right here.
Yep.
And then if you take the insole out, right? Let me see if I can get it right now real quick.
Any reflector on it?
Yeah, it got a little reflector. Like it's in the laces. It's like in a little stitching a little bit though.
Dope.
And then like I said, it got the spikes on there. I put that on there. But yeah, dog, CB, good looking, bro. And Chung Lee was my favorite Street Fighter character on there.
And I think she had the best pair out of all of the ones that they did. So
she did. The other joints was good. The Dylon, whatever dude, the dude, long arm dude, his joints was good. And I got one more though. I had to say, hey, since we was talking about them joints, I had to go get them. Need to bring packs back, son. Playoff moment.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. They do need to bring them back.
Yeah, we need to bring packs back, man.
Definitely do.
Those are sick.
And dog, these joints came in a pack, bro. Son.
Oh.
Yo.
Oh,
come on.
Those are Raptors.
They gotta bring packs back, son.
Yo,
I'm gonna tell you how much guess how much I paid for these joints, bro. I got these joints from a downtown locker room. The total price was $180 for the whole pack.
Oh,
what in the world?
And both of those shoes are probably $180.
I can
No,
you can just sell the Raptor joints for like $400, yeah.
Yep.
Maybe $4 or $5.
God, no, that's dope. Okay. Well, see, one thing about being around other sneakerheads, they motivate you to do other things. Because now I want to get on there and try to find them Chung Lees tonight. And that's gonna be my homework. All right, I'm gonna go next. So I pulled out some old not the collection, the black box. So the 10 was one of my favorite silhouettes. But we got the green screen. The green can't it's cutting through the shoe. Shit. It's the cutting jades though. It's the green ones with the red laces. Damn, that's dope. I picked the wrong color.
But I mean, those joints are crazy.
Just look them up, cutting jades. I'll do this in post editing. I'll post the shoe in post editing. But yeah, I probably wore these once or twice. They're the same color almost as the Grinch green if you're trying to figure out what color they are.
Yo, that was those the jersey you wore on Christmas?
Yep.
Yeah. I remember them joints.
And the flip for these right now on StockX is almost like $3, I think. But yeah, these still in tip-top condition. They haven't started breaking down on me yet. I probably should wear them for.
That's a slept-on silhouette too.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! All right, B.
All right, man. So I got to reach back.
Yeah.
550.
Oh,
let's go.
The multicolor, aka Toucan Sands, whatever you want to call them. These right here, man, I definitely like the feel of them. They got the feel of the dunk lows. That's how they feel on your foot. I like how the green.
I just got a pair.
Yeah, I love this shoe.
Summertime.
I'm gonna kill it. Summer, I'm killing this.
Yeah.
What do you think about the what's my man that's dating Adele? His two colorways.
The Rich Paul joints.
Rich Paul joints.
Oh yeah. I think they sold out pretty quick, didn't
they? Yeah.
Hey, bro. I told look in the group chat. I told you what happened to me. I accidentally got the 550, the black drinks.
Oh yeah, you did.
Check your man. Put a raffle in. Forgot about the joints.
But how much these shoes cost, bro? This is a good deal.
It is not hella.
What they run? What were those?
100.
Yeah,
110 some places.
110.
Yep.
110, 100. Yeah. So yeah, I definitely like what they did with it. You got like a little basketball right here.
And the versatility.
Did it come with an alternate lace?
No. This was it. This custom.
But, hey, bro, but them joints resell kind of good too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely like these.
They
right
do.
here.
I got some. Yeah.
And New Balance is all quality, so you know that those joints are good. Even general release New Balances are high quality.
Yeah. For 110, you can't beat this quality type of shoe and the feel of it. And I'm telling shorts. Yeah, I mean, no matter what you wear with them.
You can wear. I love that colorway too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I love green. I think the green pops for me.
I think New Balance was one of those shoes that spoke for itself a year, especially in the DMV area, right? Everybody knows 99 with 2s or whatever. I mean, it's always been just a staple sneaker, and they really speak for themselves about the comfort. But I think in the past couple of years, they've rebranded some. I don't know if they got new designers or whatever. Whatever they've done, they've made more of an effort to go out and get the sneakerhead community involved in New Balances, because it was just really a DC thing or East Coast thing for a while. But I love the different.
They're doing some dope collabs too.
Absolutely,
yeah, they're killing it. Yeah, these came out originally in 1989, so this actually was a basketball shoe in '89. So I don't want to mess up his name. AMD, was it Armand Leandor? I'm Leandor. They made it hot.
Yeah.
Hello.
ADL, whatever you want to tell the show. But yeah, he made it hot.
That's why I said collabs, because I didn't want to try to say it.
There you go.
I'm on Leandor. Whatever. You cut out if I said it wrong.
But yeah, no, they brought the 550 to basically everyone's consciousness because no one was looking for those, and then it was
Hey.
like, oh,
So
these
look,
are all fire.
I had a chance to get the green joints, the green and white ones. I saw them in the Nordstrom's, dog. I was in Tyson's Corner. Only reason why I didn't get them because it was the display draft. Like, man, it's like mad niggas touching these joints, dog.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. I saw a dude and he had a slight flex on me, man. He had on the ADL shorts, a shirt, the hat with these on. I mean, I was like, man, see, nobody would have known what he had on. He was just real subtle with it. But I looked at him like, damn, he got on some
whole
heat
outfit
right now. The whole outfit. Just to go to Annapolis Mall. Like you said, we don't go nowhere.
Hey,
So.
look, hey, look, man. I wore my 550. I went on a date this past week, bro. Went on a date. Wore the 550, son. Yo, felt good, son. Just want to say I felt good, dog. Yeah, I felt good, man. Hey, look, I had to spend a little change that night, son. You know, maybe we can get dessert this night.
Yeah,
that's good. Dope. That's dope. All right, look, y'all. I appreciate you, Erica, for joining us. You always welcome back. I hope you.
Thank y'all for having me.
Join us again. We love definitely have some lady insight.
Of course, yes.
Because just talking to a bunch of dudes, we already know what we bring to the table.
I was gonna call HR and fill out the while. Like,
look, do it. Nah, but we appreciate you. Perfect. We appreciate you. Look, fellas, as always, another good episode. People gonna try to pump these out at least once a month.
True.
Just to get it going. But look, tonight was about retros. Next time, look, let's powwow, figure out what we want to do for the next show. But that's it. Look, we appreciate everybody for watching. It's pre-recorded. I'm gonna probably put that up. This is pre-recorded, but yeah.
Black History Month. Next one, Black History Month. So we got to think of something.
Oh, we can pull out the black. There you go.
Everything I got on right now.
Now you onto something. I got a couple of Black History Month shoes.
Yeah.
Hey, did the Lakers pull it out?
I don't even know.
They lost by 3. But again, coming back from 16 with no Bron or
Bron or AD.
Hey, look, I'm a Lakers fan, man, like you, brother. I don't believe in moral victories no more. We don't do moral victories over here.
Yeah,
that's like my Cowboys. Ain't no moral victories.
Yeah, I'm a Cowboys fan, bro.
All right, enough.
Hold on, real quick. Was MJ at the game? A lot of people, because when Bron comes down, a lot of people say MJ come to the game. He sit courtside.
Nah, he knew he wasn't playing, so he probably didn't show up.
Probably stay. Okay. All right. But look, that's all we got. Thank everybody for watching. Everybody stay in the room. Stay in the room so we can kind of wrap up after this. But that's it, y'all. Soul Tales. Peace.
Peace.